Greetings, this is Fallonheart, and welcome to Palworld. So, I have been playing the ever-living shit out of this game since the patch finally dropped, and we have the official, fully release version of the game. I say, like, the game is night and day compared to what it was when it officially came out a few years ago in, like, technically early access. There's a lot more polish here, there's many more mechanics. The general flow of the game flows a lot better than it used to. Like, just in general, it is a far, far, far superior game than what it was when it launched. And I have dedicated quite a bit of time collecting pals and completing the Palpedia. I think there's only like one pal I'm missing the 5 bonus on, just because they show up very, very rarely in meteors. Yeah, that's the one. I've collected 2. They show up very, very rarely in meteors. It's like one of 3 creatures that shows up in meteors, and that's one of them. And I have done everything. I have completed the world. I have done, like, all of this shit. Now, admittedly, I didn't start a new game. I continued on. I tried to start a new game, but I just couldn't get into it. I jumped on my old save and I continued. But it's night and day. And to be perfectly honest, I'm gonna include it in my top 5 this year, because the game is like officially out. This is its official launch, and you can really tell a lot of pals have had redesigns. A lot of pals have like improved textures. It really does feel like, oh yeah, we've been playing early access for this long. This is the official launch of the game now. It's absolutely fantastic. So, in celebration of this, I'm going to upload a very, very generic video, and I'm going to count down my top 10 favorite pals from this entire collection. I have, at this point, read all of their dossiers. I've read all of their abilities. I love her. She's a great new one, but she won't be on the list. I'm actually thinking of starting a new playthrough, just doing grass pals, because there are quite a few grass pals in this game that have really, really good synergy. And I feel like doing a full-on grass run would be absolutely awesome. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a mono grass team run. Fighting some of the bosses might be a difficult. Here we go. Here's one of the monsters that's had a redesign, and it is far, far superior to what it used to look like. This now looks like a pal. It used to look kind of awkward and uncanny, but this now looks like a pal. It's a much, 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 much better design. Where's the other one? No, neither of these are going to be on the list, so I'm going to show them off now. I love this guy. Again, grass pal. So I'm definitely going to do a grass run. I'm trying to find it now. It's like the Quill one, the one that gives you a bonus to archery. This guy, look how much better fucking Robin Quill looks now. That's such a cool pal now. I'm definitely going to have it, like, mixed with archery. Like, that's really, really good. So I'm definitely going to do another run at some point, just doing, like, pure grass. But just look how much better. This has gone from one of the ugliest pals to one of the coolest looking ones. Like, they've done such a good job. I'm like, it's night and day compared to what this game was at launch. The UI's better. There's a bit of a story now. Everything about the game is better. The only negative is you don't actually ride on your glider pals anymore, and Nintendo is to blame for that. You can't ride on your pals anymore, and then when you throw out one of your pals, you don't actually throw the ball. They just come out. Which is a shame, because I did like the throwing animation. Like, here's the thing. If you play Palworld and you think, oh, this is just like Pokemon, you're a fucking retard. This is nothing like Pokemon. This is a survival crafter open world sandbox game. This is nothing like Pokemon. Like, at all. This is its own game. It is a monster tamer, but there are many monster tamers and they are not all like Pokemon. But this is what happens when fucking one IP just rules the roost compared to all the others. Everything gets compared to that, unfortunately. What the fuck is that? Is that a fast travel point I haven't acquired? I think it might be. Which way am I pointing? That way. Did I miss one? I don't know. I'm gonna have to fly over there after this and do it. Anyway, as nighttime comes in, let's count down my top 10 favorite pals. Starting us off in 10th place, Mimiyog. Or Mimog. I just think this is a little guy. Look, it's a little guy and he's adorable. Look at that face and look at the floofy little tail. He's just a little guy. He's just adorable little... The great thing about this guy is as you level it up, it can just open up chests for you. And I don't know about you, but I really don't want to be gathering a bunch of keys or fucking around with the annoying lockpicking minigame. So getting one of these up to max is one of my goals in the game. I wanna get one of these with really good passives. I'm actually working on that right now. These are the passives I want on it. So hopefully, using this bugger, I will be able to catch out myself a Mimiyog with all of these, but 30% each. It's going to be very difficult. The other thing I love about Mimiyog is capturing one of them is a memorable experience. You don't just chuck a ball and then succeed. Like, you will have to chase this fucker down. You will have to... It will zip across the map, go to, fro, and everywhere, and they're just annoying little buggers. One thing I have seen people do is actually build houses around one and then shut the door. And with doing that, it can't escape the house. So you can beat the ever-living shit out of it and then capture it. That's one quite successful way of capturing a Mimiyog, but I trust me, the first time you encounter one of these little bastards, it will be an event. It will be something you remember. And that's... Oh. You're gonna be friendly. I mean you no harm. Okay, come on Mimiyog, we're going over here. I know it's Mimog, but I keep calling it Mimiyog. But I just think it's an adorable little guy. He's super useful, and I really want to get a one with some amazing passives for the memes. I hope I do, but we'll see. But yeah, 10th place, Mimog. He's just a little guy. In 9th place, Lee's Punk. Once again, he's just a little guy, though bigger than you would expect. I just love its design. I just love the personality this little guy has. This guy has been was my original #1 in Palworld when I started playing a few years ago. I caught one of these during the first invasion, base assault, and I've just loved the little guy ever since. I love its animations. It's got so cute little animations. He's just a little guy. He's just like, you give me a cute little purple lizard in a black hoodie with like a mohawk where you can't quite tell whether it's part of its body or part of its like t-shirt, and it's just like, I just look at the little guy. Look, he's so cute. Can I pet him? Yo, he's my buddy. He's my buddy that's stuck in a rock, but he's my buddy. These guys are often favored by the Syndicate, so you see them on bad guy teams quite often, but I just really love one. I've actually got one, all of its kit maxed out level 10, and it runs around my base. Just because I like them so much, I decided to use one of them and just max out its work skills with books, just so I could see one running around my base. I just think they're super cute and super cool, and one day I will put in the work to get like a super powered one. With like legend passive and, diamond body passive, maybe demon god passive and a bunch of that things. One of these days I will put in the effort and I will get one of those. And it's easier than ever before because certain pals will like guarantee, like alpha and so on and so forth. And then certain pals will increase the number of eggs you can get per egg. So like it's easier than ever before to breed. I've actually done a bit of breeding in the game already. But, in, like, the new patch. But, no, like, I love this little... He's just a little guy. That's kind of all it is. I just think his design is adorable. And I want a plushie of one in real life. And I just like him. Like, this is my pal. You know what I mean? You're starting off your adventure. This is the guy I'm running around with. Plus, he can do this. Do your thing. Do your thing. Yeah. And then we can sneak into an enemy base and beat the fucking shit out of them. Here, watch this, Lispunk. Watch. Fuck you, you little... I hit him so hard the game froze. But yeah, good job, Lispunk. What they remind me of, I think, is Team Skull from Pokemon. And I love Team Skull because Team Skull is just a big piss take on the kind of chavvy twats that I grew up around.
Team Skull is here! Nothing will bring me more joy than putting random songs over Team Skull.
And that's kind of what this is. Like, he acts hard, but they're actually little fucking cowards. And they only feel strong in little groups. They're basically goblins. But that's why I just like him. I like the idea of reforming one of them. It's like, yeah, I used to be on the streets, but now I went straight, man. I went straight. No more drug dealing for me. I only do proper pal work. Yeah, no drug dealing, no arms dealing, no wheeling and dealing and shooting fuckers in the face. Yeah, I went straight. I don't know. I just like the little fucker. I think he's adorable. I always have. He was my favorite when I first started playing. He was the first pal I saw that made me went, oh my god, it's the cutest thing ever. I don't know. I love Lispunk. I will eventually put the effort in to get a really powerful one. Lispunk, what the hell are you doing? Get from down there. Were you trying to steal Cola again? Lispunk. God damn it, you little shit. In 8th place, we have a pal that will probably be in a lot of people's top 10s, especially if they've been playing a while. Chillet. Chillet is most people's first mount in this game. He is absolutely adorable. There are multiple costumes in the game that they can wear because people love Chillet so much. And look at the increased textures. Look at the little fur. I'm pretty sure that was new for the launch. Look how fluffy it is. Chillet is it's just a noodle. Look at him. He's just a noodle and he's cute and he's fluffy and he is really powerful at the start of the game. It also gives me dragon type attacks. So now that I've got this guy on my side, if I start shooting people with my bullets going pow pow pow, they will be dragon powered thanks to Chillet's passive. Dragon type and increases attack by 5, and the more you put into this, the stronger it will become, the stronger the passive will become. Honestly, I think getting a Chillet early on and carrying it like through the game is something a lot of people do, just because it's probably one of the first pals you will capture that makes you feel a massive power boost. And it's just adorable, and it's a lot of people's favorite because, like Lispunk for me, Chillet is one of the first monsters that a lot of people catch that make them think, oh, whoa, this is the coolest thing. This is like... Chillet, to me, feels like the Charizard of the game. It is like the most basic choice. It's the one everyone loves. You know, it is like most people's first, you know what I mean? Or one of their firsts. Everyone loves Chillet. It is like one of the biggest mascots in the game. It is adorable. The only thing I don't like about it is its mount position is a bit weird. It makes sense due to, you know... But I kind of wish that they fixed the mount position because it still looks like you'd just fall off super easily. But I've always liked Chillet. A lot of people always like Chillet. Chillet is just the perfect little noodle. And look, he can walk. Our pals can fly, soaring straight through the sky, but he can walk. He can walk. There's many pals that you can compare to Pokemon. But no, like, the excuse is pretty much just nostalgia. Chillet is the early game darling. And I think he will be for a long time. Unless they add, like, new monsters in the early game to really wowzer people and have that perfect combination of cute and powerful. I don't think there's gonna be many monsters that will beat Chillet in the hearts of many people out there. A lot of people love Chillet, and for good reason. He's adorable and he's powerful and he's useful for a long time. He's probably the first alpha you'll get. He's probably the first major power boost you'll feel. He's probably the first time you encounter, like, a boss. He's, like, a lot of people's firsts. And he's super fucking chill. And he's super fucking adorable. In 7th place, Palworld's Milotic Ophidia. One of the most beautiful designs in the goddamn game. Look at this thing. Look how regal this goddamn thing looks. Now, this looks like a legendary. It's not, but it looks like a legendary. A dragon mixed with a lotus together. Actually reminds me a lot of the bubble dragon, Mizune, from Monster Hunter. It's got that same kind of appeal. It's like super mystical and beautiful and elegant and powerful all at the same time. By far one of the coolest new creatures that they've added to the game. I know that next time I play the game properly, I'll definitely be catching one of these as early as possible, or breeding one as early as possible, just to make early water travel just really cool. I can see it being on a team for a long time. Plus, it's a grass type, so it works with that initial plan that I have of doing like a mono grass run. It's just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous, and it seems super powerful, and its animations are great. When it sleeps, its petals cover its head, and you just see its tail sticking out of the back, and it looks like an orchid. It's just such a beautiful, well thought out design that they've done such an amazing job of. That's kind of all it's here. Like, a lot of pals have so far have been about nostalgia or early game. This thing's just pretty. That's it. There's nothing other than that. It's just really pretty. It's the most screenshot worthy pal in the game. In 6th place, yeah, you know it was gonna come eventually. Sekhmet, the biggest meme creature of the of the launch of the game. It is legitimately one of the best pals you can have in terms of the base. Like, its passive is extremely powerful. If you want mining or handicraft or anything like that, there's no pal that does it better. But let's be honest, there's only one reason most people like this pal. They are developing a dating game, by the way. It was initially going to be initially an April Fool's thing that they were going to do, but no, they're actually making it. Gee, I wonder why there are so many pals that are appealing, shall we say. Nah. But Sekhmet is definitely near the top of that. I think prior the close... Where's she going to? What's she doing? I think the closest we had like to this initially was probably Lovander, which was just a big meme in and of itself. But no, this is definitely the one that's taken the internet by storm, and for damn good reason. Cute, useful, and the one I've gone out of my way to make uber powerful since coming back to the game. This is the first pal I bred to be uber fucking powerful as soon as I got one. Because of course I did. I did the same thing with Lovander. In 5th place, Frostalian Noct. So this was actually the first pal I went out of my way to start breeding a good while ago. And initially breeding was the only way you could get it. Now you can get it around here. But initially breeding was the only way you could get this thing. I just love it. And I know there are better flying mounts at this point. There are much better flying mounts, but I just love the pony. I'm sorry. It's a big black goth pony. What could be better, you know? There we are. Here's the wild ones that you can get. But no, I've put a lot of effort into making this one from, way back in the day. I've awakened it recently, as you can see. But this was the first creature I ever went out of my way to breed. Legend, Runner, Ice Emperor, Ferocious. Not the greatest stats in the world, but pretty decent for your first effort, I'd say. I think it's super graceful. It's super cool. It's one of the few mounts that when you're riding it, you don't look daft. You can attack while riding it. It's absolutely fantastic. It's fast enough for me. I've never felt the need for more speed. You know what I mean? It's good enough. And if somebody can beat like the end game whale boss with a fat pigeon, I'm sure that this is good enough.
Fly! Fly! The better to fly! Fly! Higher! Higher! Oh, shit!
I'm sure that this is good enough. You know, I'm not screaming at the thing to fucking fly as fast as possible to escape the wave, you know what I mean? I'm doing okay. It you know, it goes as fast as it needs to. It doesn't need to go any faster than it does. I've never had any issues with it, and I just think it's beautiful, it's graceful, it's powerful, and looks a lot cooler than the basic one, in my opinion, because it's black and purple and gold, which is a fucking badass color combination. So yeah, 5th place, the emo pony, and it's the one I still choose to use, even though there are better mounts in the game. Like, I've never liked Jet Dragon. I'm sorry. I know Jet Dragon is super fast and, you know, is amazing in that way, but the problem with Jet Dragon is it's ugly as sin. Jet Dragon is so goddamn ugly, it's unbelievable. I've never been a fan of the design. I've always thought it's, like, super goddamn ugly. Whereas this is just a Pegasus. You can't go wrong with it, you know? And the modern day, you know, 5th generation My Little Pony design is kind of obvious, and it just works.
Ha-ha! The fun has been doubled!
It just works. It's not over-designed, it's not under-designed, it's sleek, but it looks powerful at the same time. And as a mount, yeah, I could probably breed it to do better. In fact, I might just do that at some point now that we've got better passives for even more speed and so on and so forth. I might do that at some point, but at no point is this, you know, slow. You know what I mean? At no point is this slow. It does the job quite well. So, yeah, in 5th place, Frostallion Noct, my favourite flying mount. In 4th place, what would happen if Vivziepop was given the opportunity to design Pheromosa from Pokemon? You'd get Sylvance. This is an endgame boss. It is regal and elegant and powerful and scary, but also quite alluring all at the same time. You look at this thing and you can feel the power radiating from it. This is an endgame boss design. You can tell. It is just so regal and so elegant and just so fucking powerful. One of the coolest designs in the goddamn game. It's like, I think at this point you can probably tell the kind of designs I go for. I don't go for big, bulky, like super, you know, spiky or ferocious. I like regal and elegant kind of power designs, or just cute things. And this is just the absolute pinnacle of that. I don't think Pokemon has ever designed something quite so regal. I don't think, like, in this game there's something that looked quite so regal. It is such a goddamn gorgeous and elegant design, and look at the goddamn animations. It's so cool. We're standing right outside the boss fight as well. The boss fight is really good as well. I've actually just captured this one fresh. This was the last one I just for this. This is definitely one I'm going to be breeding at some point, but I will do it in another run because it is another grass type and one with a very, very, very good passive ability that I will definitely add to my team and work on once I do that grass run. That's really, really, really cool. Honestly, probably one of my favorite pals in, like, the whole game on a purely design level, but it's also super powerful. It is, like, the perfect pal. I just, look at it. Look at the way it follows me around. I'm gonna pet it. Pet. It's like, hoo, 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 hoo. You know what I mean? It's such a cool design. You know the way Chillet was on the list, not Chillet, Ophelia was on the list just because it's pretty. This is on the list just because it radiates regal power. I absolutely love this thing. Definitely going to be one that I'm going to be breeding at some point and adding to my endgame team just because it's so freaking cool. This is my kind of power design. This is what I want when I want a creature that, like, is powerful. Just look at it, man. It looks like a Dragon Ball fucking enemy, you know what I mean? It looks so powerful, and it is. It's such a cool design. I love it. What do you get if you mix a Ludicolo with a Chocobo? You get a Palumba. Bit of an out-of-pocket choice, but it's high in the list, but I absolutely love this coconut bird thing. It's just Ludicolo. It's all about dancing. Everything in its society, it settles with dancing. Just like any kind of dispute, any kind of rivalry, any kind of competition, it just dances. And the whole concept is whoever copies the rhythm of the other one first loses. One has to have the superior addictive rhythm that the other one just has to join in with. And like, oh god, watching every single time I look at this thing, I just think of the Mirror B theme with all his Ludicolos. It's just, I love it for the same reason I love Ludicolo. It just radiates happiness. The whole thing is like summertime, freaking drink full of ice, just, you know, fresh coconut happiness. It just wants to sit there and dance its entire life away. That's all it wants to do. It's not happy unless it's dancing. And look at it. Look at that face. Look, it knows it has an amazing rhythm. It knows it's cool. Like, I'm sorry, like, I love Ludicolo, but this is just such a cool, like, such a cooler design. I know Ludicolo is loosely based off a Kappa, but this is just, look at it. He's such a happy little guy. And I love it. That's why I love it. Like, again, it's another grass type, so it's one I'll probably use in my second run, but I just think this guy radiates personality. Like, even as he walks around, like, the base, and he does look, because I've got one in my base as a woodcutter, but even just walking around the base, he's just so happy. And he can go quite fast, you know, and does his thing. He's just one thing Palworld does really well is animations. Every single PAL has unique animations for everything it does. The way it mines ore, the way it rests in a hot tub, the way it sleeps, the way it jumps, the way it fights. Its idle animations, every single PAL in the game has completely unique animations, and you don't really appreciate a PAL until you've seen like it do all of them. Depresso, for example, when it's resting in a hot tub, it will rest with its face in the water like it's trying to commit suicide, because that's what Depresso is all about. It's a depressed PAL. It's constantly depressed and it's addicted to coffee. I fucking love Depresso. But yeah, it's like the animations in this game give the PALs so much personality. It's unbelievable. And when a PAL just does nothing but dance all the time and just radiates happiness, and you can just put any kind of music you want on it, it's a good PAL, in my opinion. It's one that you're going to get a lot of entertainment out of, and that's why this guy is so high, because I have used him before in like a team. Like, I know what his animations are, and he's just pure happiness. Everything I like about Ludicolo from Pokemon, this thing has in spades. It just radiates happiness, and I absolutely love it. In second place, in an example of, if not friend, then why friend-shaped, Quivern Bolton, which I would like to describe as Dragonite if designed by Studio Ghibli. This is, without a question, my ideal when it comes to monster tamers, right? This is both extremely powerful looking, but also extremely cute looking. This is a monster tamer monster. This is everything I look for in a monster tamer monster. It looks like the kind of thing you'd find in a child's story about, you know, a boy and his monster kind of story. It is both adorable and powerful looking at the same time. It looks like a big dumb goober, and it's kind of what it is. It's just a big dumb goober. What I love about this one in particular, the Bolton version, is just its color. Green is my favorite color, and it's just got this gorgeous kind of like refreshing minty green tone to it. It's not like sickly neon green or vomit yellow green. It's just got this gorgeous like fresh meadow, you know, just minty green to it, and it's calming to look at. And it's just fluffy. It's super fluffy, it's super friendly looking, and is without doubt like one of my favorite designs in the game, if not my favorite design in the game. There are monsters there's a monster I like more than it, but out of all of them, this is the one I want the plushie of the most. I really want a Quiven Botan plushie at some point, just because I hope they make it, just because this is monster taming. This is like the perfect monster tamer monster. This is exactly what I look for when it comes to like designs in monster tamer games. I don't look for mechas or eldritch horrors or fucking ferocious spiky dragons, nor do I look for like cute little blob bastards or just electric mice or anything like that. I look for powerful but friendly looking. Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon is also a really good example of this, where it's both extremely cute but also extremely powerful looking at the same time. And this gives me that exact same vibe. To me, it is the perfect monster tamer design. It is everything I look for in that, and it's the best design in the game. And I don't think there's a single Pokemon that beats it in terms of design as well. I think Quiven is pure perfection. Absolute pure perfection. The only problem with it is, as a mount, it is painfully slow as fuck. It is painfully slow as fuck. But, it is typically something I will end up getting when, I play the game. I can't anymore, though. I'm actually currently where the regular Quiven used to be captured. But, this is not where you get it anymore. Alpha Quiven doesn't seem to exist anymore. Yeah. You get a Blaze Howl here now. But this is where the original Quiven used to be acquired. These little fuckers weren't here originally either. It was a bunch of Dire Howl originally. Which is good, because I know I can get one of these guys pretty early. These guys are really good in the early game. When you're struggling to survive. But no, like, I absolutely love Quiven Botan. I think it's the best design in the entire game, and one of the best designs in Monster Tamer history. It is pure perfection. On your buddy. Huh? On your buddy. Pet? On your pet? Huh? Come on, pet the dragon. Oh, he's so cute. And finally, number one, my favorite pal in the game, Tarantras. This thing, once you start riding around on this thing and you start web slinging, I've not played for a bit, so I don't have the rhythm I used to have with it. But I used to have a rhythm with this thing where I could just like slide from tree to tree to tree, just do that and then jump and then that again and then jump. I got really good at it, man. It's been a while since I've played. I've only just come back to the game for the launch patch, but I got really good at traversing the game with web slings and jumps. Now we have a bunch of passives that allow for multiple jumps and greater speed and whatnot, so I'm definitely going to be rebreeding this at some point so I can have like double jumps, so on top of those 2 jumps it can jump 2 more times. That should hopefully enable me to like get a proper swing kind of like rhythm back again, but I'm not as good with it as I used to be. But I did get very good with it at some point, to the point where I didn't need a flying mount. I could just run around and web sling on the back of a Tarantras, and I don't think there's a single method of travel in this game that is anywhere near this fun. Like, you can just jump fucking off cliffs, and it just doesn't give a shit. Look at this web slinging, hell yeah. Well, because I don't go too far away. Ah, I'm too far away, I'm too far away, I'm too far away. Okay, I'm good, I'm good. But there's nothing in the game that is anywhere near as fun as this. It just takes a bit of practice, which, as you can tell, I'm completely out of. What is that? But yeah, it just takes a little bit of practice, and then once you're down again, like, you've got it down, you can just be swinging around the forests and the mountains and the places in this game with a great amount of ease. It's so much fun. It is the most fun. It actually reminds me, Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 2. Sometimes I would jump on that game simply just to run around in it. Simply just to web swing. Because the web slinging in Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 2 was the best web slinging, like, in any game. And it was just so relaxing, just swinging around as much as possible. From city to city, you could just put some music on and just relax. And it's the same thing with this. Once you get good at it, you can just swing like fucking crazy. And it is the most fun in the game for me. I can just sit there doing it for hours. But obviously, I'm out of practice. I need to get back into it again. Oh, there's a lift monk thing over there. Let's see if we can grab that. Oop. Oop. But yeah, as you can tell, I'm completely out of practice with it. But it is the most fun. Like, on top of simply the web slinging, though, I just think it's a great design. I want one of these as a plushie. It's a great design. It is just so fucking cute. When you ride on it, it doesn't look awkward either. It looks fine. It's just such a friggin' cute design. It's full of personality, and yeah, I love the walking animations. The swinging animations and all that. It's just perfect. I'm arachnophobic in real life, but I love spiders. I just think spiders are super cool. So you give me this, like, centaur spider and just have it be the most fun method of travel in the game. And it's like, yeah, it's actually been a fantasy of mine for a long time, starting with Neverwinter Nights. Because I used to play as a ranger in Neverwinter Nights quite often, and I would choose the giant spider companion. There's something about having a giant spider as a companion in, like, a fantasy setting that just appeals to me. I don't know what it is, but just having a giant spider as a companion just appeals to me, and this is that, just a cutesified version of it. But no, it is there's no method of travel in this game as fun as the web slinging. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna go back to the drawing board and breed this thing again, but with, like, the double jump passive increased speed. Stamina isn't a problem anymore. I've noticed that stamina really isn't a problem, so it really is just a matter of, like, I wouldn't have Infernal Engine on it anymore, and I'd have just pure speed. And, like, maybe double jumps. Maybe I'd have two of them at the same time. I'll have the one that gives me an extra jump and the one that gives me 2 extra jump. That's allows, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps. And then with a bit of practice, maybe also Serenity, so its abilities reload quicker. That might be good as well. But yeah, it's just super fun. It just, as I say, takes practice to get used to the aiming properly in the distance. And I haven't played the game for quite some time, and I've been playing with new pals, so I'm completely out of practice. But this is my favorite pal in the game. The web slinging is a major part of that, but I also absolutely love the design. The spiders are always going to be a favorite of mine. Despite being arachnophobic in real life, I just think they're cool animals, and they're beautiful animals a lot of the time as well. Like, the amount of spiders out there with gorgeous, like, iridescent carapaces and just, like, beautiful bright colors, and they can be surprisingly full of personality as well. Jumping spiders are a particular favorite of mine. They're the only form of spider I'm not afraid of, because they're too cute. And their eyesight is incredible, and there's just something about their brains where, like, jumping spiders just feel more intelligent than the average spider. Ooh. Oh, hello. There we are. Just got myself a lucky one. That was lucky. But no, I love Tyrantrum. I love Tyrantrum. I love its design. I love its mechanic. I think it's the perfect size. This is my dungeon delving pal. Swinging through dungeons on the back of this thing is really, really good. If you want to grind dungeons and you want to get good at the web slinging, then one of the best ways of, like, getting better at the web slinging is swinging through dungeons and just getting right to the end as quickly as possible, just through that. And obviously you can attack on the back of it as well. So you don't have to worry about the bosses. You know, you can fight and then move on. Sorry about the coughing. But yeah, I absolutely love Tyrantrus. It's my favorite monster in the game. Which is why I've got a level 81 that I've put so much effort into. But of course, this was in the last patch before this version came out, so there are better passives now. Breeding's easier, so it's definitely something I'm going to be doing. But I don't know. I think my little Komoko is pretty good, And yeah, favorite pal in the game, bar none. Perfect design, perfect ability, super fun. No better way of getting around. And I feel like my taste is very obvious in the game so far. I tend to like cute little things, and I tend to like elegant things. Or things that are both cute and powerful at the same time. And I think he does a good job of doing that. But yeah. This is Tyrantrus. What? Oh, yeah. You thought I was going to go in the drink, but nah. Tyrantrus is my number 1. Am I going to pet my buddy? Come here, you. Pet the speeder. Aw, pet the speeder. Pet the speeder. Pet the speeder. Oh, it's so cute.